Alright, so this there's pieces in this flower that I don't think are going to work well. After doing the other one, it really worked better when I just used the petals. So I'm not quite sure how I'm going to attach this. And if I put it up here in the rim, it's going to stick through and that would hurt. So petals are probably better for this kind of project if you wanted to do it. Because now even though they were both the same price, the bagged petals and the petals on the actual, or the flowers already made were already there. They were $1.02. It's just now I have to take them all apart. And, you know, that's just more waste that I didn't have to use. So I'm just going to take some of these off. And I'm not going to use all those, I don't think. That's a lot of flowers. I thought about maybe putting them all over the hat, but I really kind of like it simple, with a few orange petals around it, with a brown ribbon. I had a pink ribbon too, but I think it's going to be overkill, so we're just going to ixnay that. This brown ribbon is a satin ribbon. It's got a little tiny wired edge in it, and you can find it at any local craft store. This is really where your good scissors come into play, because when you're cutting ribbon, you want to make sure you have a nice set of scissors, because otherwise it'll fray. This side is fine, but if you look at this side, I just kind of was off a little bit on that cut, and it started to fray, and that makes for ugly ribbon. And I always cut my ribbon at an angle, so when you buy it, you know, you're going to lose just a little square of it. So you can either do it the matte side or shiny side, but I like shiny, so we're going to do shiny side. And I'm just going to wrap it right around the base of the hat, and then once I get it wrapped, actually, I'm going to do it before I tie the bow. I'm going to put a little bit of glue right around the brim where the other ribbon was that I took off, to attach it so it lays flat, so it stays in place. And you know, I know this hat can take it and it'll lay right, because I already took some stuff off of it when I got it. So you just kind of put the glue there, and then you can press lightly on the ribbon. You want to be careful though, because if you press too hard, you'll be able to see where you pressed on the glue. And you know, since I already took a ribbon off this, there's already a line that I can follow on this. If you're not sure that it's pretty easy to just go right around the brim and lay that ribbon down, and where it falls, you want to then rub your fingers across it so that it sticks. And it's better to do, you know, a little on each side. Sorry, the glue stick was falling out. It's better to do a little on each side so that you can then just push it down a little bit. And keep going around the hat. And you want to make sure you're working that so that it lays right. And it's tricky. I mean, you can't really mess it up too much, because you can always peel it off a little bit. I got mine off a little there, so I peeled it, and I'm just going to reattach it. I did the same thing on this side. So I'm going to reattach those, poke the hat back out, and then now I'm going to try and tie it a little bit more, because now that I'm getting back to the back, I want to make sure that I can get it to lay flat. And I'm just tying a ribbon, you know, just like you would tie your shoes. You're going to want to tweak the ribbon a little bit so that the satin side lays out, if that's what you want to stay with. And don't tie it too tight, because remember, you got to reattach this a little. And I'm going to just going to tie it in a knot, just a flat square knot. That way I can put the flowers around the knot and conceal it. Now I have my hat, okay? And I think I really like the ribbon with the bow, where it's going to be off to the side, you know, it's not going to be in the back. So this has got a kind of a sharp point on it, so I'm going to cut that off as much as I can. Actually, I can take this off. You really can't hurt your flowers while you're doing this. I mean, you can always I want the green on there to show a little bit. So I'm going to glue the green down onto the flower so that it sticks to it, because I like the green in it. Be careful doing this. You can see the string. It's kind of, as soon as the glue touches me a little bit, I pull away, but it strings out, and you know, it's pretty strong stuff. So it'll stick to you, and it hurts. Like I said, it's hot stuff. If you kind of get it on your nail, it's not as bad as if you get it on your finger. But I definitely recommend not getting it on you at all. That would be much, much better. Okay, so I did that. Now I'm going to just clip the end because there's another end on it. And the glue. Oh no! Careful that glue doesn't get stuck on the stem that you want to cut. Because you really have to have a smooth surface so that you can get the most attached onto it. And this you're going to put glue all over. You're kind of glad you kept that green on there if you did, because it gives you a flat surface to work on. There was a bulb thing in it that was preventing me to get it laying flat. Is this thing right here? This thing. That thing was preventing me from getting, you know, a flat surface where I could come in here and really get it in there and push. Yeah, push really hard on this part. Careful the glue doesn't seep out on the other side. With weaved hats, it will. It just did. And hold it there. This is one thing that you want to hold for, you know, 10 seconds. So let's count. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, 10 seconds. Alright. I'm giving it another squeeze. I can't help it. Squeeze, squeeze. So, there's that. That's pretty. I like it. I'm going to just add a few of the petals that I took off. These orange petals. Yellowy orange petals. They reminded me of sunflowers without getting too big. I really like yellow, so that's kind of the other reason I did it. It's one of my favorite colors. I haven't taken apart too many of these yet. I still have. Nice. But, you know, I have just a small handful that I'm going to kind of attach around here to give it a little more depth and really, you know, give it a little more color. Because I really like the red and brown together. The red, brown, and cream. But I think if you add just a few of these, it'll pop it a little bit more. And I'm kind of smushing them, because these are just the petals. So you can smush it and stick it right by the rim of the ribbon. And it forgives if you did anything with the ribbon that wasn't quite perfect. It gives you that extra space to, you know, get it in there and kind of hide those mistakes. And if you didn't make any mistakes, well, then you're just super cool. Super duper cool. But I'm going to get those in there. That's really, unless you want people to stare, the only place you're going to get away with wearing it. So that's probably the best part, to wear that. This one to the Crazy Islands. This one, if you wanted to, you could wear it. Sunday brunch, something. I only have one more, so I'm going to use it and then show you the hat and how I stuck the little flowers around and the splotches of color. And then we're going to check out our ribbon to make sure that it's not too long. Okay. And remember, you want to use your sharp scissors. And I'm going to cut them at different lengths so it gives it a little bit more, you know, angle. But that one's really simple. And this one's my favorite. I like this one. This is what I would wear out to Derby Day. Definitely not pigtails. Because it doesn't lay on your head very straight. But you can wear it, you know, however you want to wear it. Christy Sealer, thanks for watching my hat demonstration, if you've actually watched the whole thing. Yay! Come back to Funkhouse, check out all the pictures that we're going to have up for Derby Day, and find our spotters. They'll have our crazy hats. Get your pictures taken. If you don't have your own crazy hat, we'll let you borrow ours. Alright.